ก็ขอเข้าสู่เซสชั่นต่อไปเลยนะคะเพื่อไม่ให้เป็นการเสียเวลานะคะก่อนอื่นก็ขอแนะนำดรมิกกี้เมตตานะคะท่านเป็นกูรูนะคะด้านการรักษาสุขภาพแบบองค์รวมนะคะปัจจุบันนี้ค่ะเราก็มี alternative medicine มากมายนะคะแล้วท่านก็พยายามนำศาสตร์ต่างๆเวลาเราเป็นโรคเนี่ยบางครั้งเนี่ยเราไม่สามารถรักษาด้วยการแค่เข้าไปหาหมอที่โรงพยาบาลได้โดยเฉพาะเรื่องของโรคของที่เกี่ยวกับโรคซึมเศร้าโรค depression อะไรต่างๆการรักษาสุขภาพแบบองค์รวมเนี่ยค่ะหลายครั้งเป็นการตอบโจทย์ที่ดีที่สุดนะคะสำหรับคนที่ป่วยนะคะเพื่อไม่ให้เป็นการเสียเวลานะคะก็จะขอเชิญดรมิกกี้เมทรานะคะท่านเก่งมากแล้วดังมากนะคะในมุมไบอันนี้หาตัวจับยากมากนะคะถ้าอยู่ที่อินเดียโอเคค่ะ please I'll give the floor to you
Good afternoon Bangkok You know I'm the favorite of all ladies because I reverse the age and make them look younger for life. I'm also the favorite of all older generation because I can help them walk, run, fly and also help them have sex. I'm the favorite of kids who cannot grow tall because of genetics and yet we help them grow tall. There is a science called epigenetics, which now validates the Vedic wisdom that every human is born with a predetermined genetic disposition, but can be altered with conscious scientific intervention. There is also a science of neuroplasticity which validates yoga, that new behavior forms new memories and new behavior and new memories can support cellular regeneration. The science of apoptosis and angiogenesis. The science of apoptosis is the time it takes for your cell to birth again, and angiogenesis is nothing but the regeneration of your blood cells in time. How is it possible? You know, we do that every day, but we are not conscious about it. Simplest of all, even for depression, is to take a deep breath. And what do we do when there is a lot of dust on the table? We blow it out. You can literally blow away diseases by breathing out. Because breathing in is power, vital force, oxygen, air. And breathing out is emptying yourself. Somebody just asked me that I want to learn more yoga, which is the best way to learn more. I said the best way to learn more is to unlearn. Because the more we learn, the more we become stupid. We just need basic intelligence. So, holistic health is integration of your elements. And the biggest element of all, the master element, is the empty space, the emptiness. We call it Akasha. Not the literal sky, but the sky of the universe, which is the scaffolding, holding the universe together, and also which is responsible for inflammation of the universe. Now, how do you stimulate Akasha? What do you feed Akasha with? Literally with nothing, nothingness. Thailand is the country of Buddhists, and Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is the chant of the Buddhist, which literally means glory to the mysticism of the unknown in life. And this unknown element, which is invisible, can heal you only if you are available to the unknown in silence. So silence is the second best medicine after breathing. In silence, you become observant of not just yourself, your inner environment, but the environment outside of you, and both environments become one. And in silence, your perspectives and perceptions open up, your non-rhythmic heart comes back into rhythm, your breathing comes back to rhythm, and when your breathing and heart comes into rhythm, your baseline biology homeostasis comes into rhythm. And that gives you basic immunity. How can disturbed immunity be brought back to ease? So the very word disease is the opposite of ease. And whenever there is opposite of ease, the ailments brew inside, they become multiple, they become stronger, and then they kill you. So dis-ease, disorder, degeneration, disintegration, decay, death. Death has no right on life. Death is the culmination of diseases, and diseases are the culmination of your choices. You can choose to live forever and simply pass away with a smile on your face. So one such story, case study, I will show you. From that point, I changed my career. I've been around for 44 years, maybe 6 years lesser than Dr. Batraji. And in these 44 years, first 25 years went in training Miss Indias, Bollywood superstars, weight management. But in the last 20 plus years, I've been dealing with serious ailment management, and it started with my mother. Can we play the first video, please? With loud volume.
Champions are born out of challenges. And this is a story of one such champion. My mother, Katie Mehta, 88 today. 18 years ago, she was detected with cancer in her stomach, a huge tumor which needed to be brought out. A few weeks down the line, I was suggested that she needs chemotherapy and radiation. And well, the doctor said with or without chemo, she may not survive for more than 6 months because it was cancer of grade 4. I said, no chemo, no radiation. Because I knew that at the age of 70, 18 years back, for her to have taken such harsh chemo and radiation would have been very dangerous. So we started simple treatments at home. Consumption of herbs, prayers, meditation, yoga, breathing, wheeling her out into sun, and embracing nature. It's 18 years now, she does yoga every day. Well, what happened exactly a year and a quarter back? She had a fall. She broke her right hip and her left wrist. And the orthopedic surgeon said she may not walk again. Well, we said, do the surgery nevertheless. After the surgery, of course, she was bedridden for quite some time. But we started physiotherapy, yoga twice a day. Breathing, meditation, prayers, vegetarian diet, and herbs. Lots of sunshine. And there she was. She walks today again. And this is the story of a champion. So when doctors say not possible, don't give up. Because a human spirit can triumph against all odds. Remember, yoga, meditation and naturopathy can make a dead man walk and a dumb man talk.
I'm sure you have old people in your homes. At homes, there are many senior citizens. And let me appeal to you that senior citizens at 55, 60 show some signs of walking with a little difficulty. At 65, a little more, 70, a little more, and 80 almost cannot walk. Don't wait until they get 80. When they are 55, 60, you can stimulate them, stretch them, contract them, empower them with conscious breathing. The vital force will go to the sky. Enrich them with creative, curative nutrition, and the cellular regeneration and the bone regeneration will hit the sky. Give them good quality sleep, lots of love and attention. Instead of feeding them with loads of medicine, give them lots of attention, compassion, empathy, and care. Because if oxytocin goes up, happiness goes up, the body begins to heal itself. More importantly, senior citizens should be given regular massages. Senior citizens should be taken out in the sunshine, open out in the elements. Because when elements hit you and you become one with them, life force percolates into you. In your four walls concrete jungle, hardly any elements can energize you. Now, if diseases are congenital, because of your genetics, those diseases also can be treated. And medical modern metrics have their own limitations of judging the disease and say that the anatomy of disease can maximum be improved to so much. But when human intelligence, human compassion, empathy, care, Ayurveda, homeopathy, yoga, naturopathy come together, literally from the last breath of the person, you can bring the person out of the ICU. We've succeeded 30%. 3 out of every 10 patients we've saved like that. I want you to see the next case study of autism, where doctors said the child would barely walk, barely talk, and not be confident. And we looked after the child for 10 years.
Siddharth Das, who came to me around 10 years back. He had no confidence, poor coordinative skills, autistic special child, attention deficit learning disabilities, and much more. It's been 10 years that I have looked after him, mentored him, groomed him, and today he sings, dances, gives speeches, acts, perfectly coordinated and full of confidence. And yes, he's become a chef. He bakes very well. I've had his cookies and cakes. He is super established and super successful. In his mother's own words, listen.
Thanks to Mickey for the time he's invested on Siddharth over the last 10 years. Today, Siddharth converses and communicates with confidence. He's become an extrovert and a more independent person.
Independence initialized, special children super specialized, mankind Mickey-ized.
So no limitations are limitations. Limitations are only here in your perception. In reality, if you are optimistic, if you are faith-driven, and if you have conviction, you can transform and transcend all limitations. I am very certain you must have seen Para-Olympians. How many of you have seen Para-Olympians? For people who don't have limbs, legs, they swim and run on their hands. Life can be made possible. Human spirit can rise above gods or fall below animals. Let optimism be your new theism. You must know that apart from breath, creative, curative nutrition can literally transform the landscape of any ailment and disease. Because diseases and ailments feed on food that you eat. So let's say when we do creative and curative nutrition, the curative nutrition addresses the medical concerns and the creative nutrition addresses the cellular regeneration, the life force into you, the immunity into you. It gives you a high. It is so, I would say, intoxicating, that having a spoon of honey regularly, having dates regularly, having sesame seed laddus regularly can keep you young forever. And there are 3 indications to know whether you are well or unwell. If you are feeling hungry to eat well, you are well. If you get a good night's sleep, you are well. If you wake up every morning with enthusiasm to do something creative for this world, you are well. And if these 3 things happen to you regularly, it is not a vicious cycle, but it is a wishful cycle which will keep you immunized always. Next, I'm going to tell you that even at 80, people can run and sprint 100 meters, sprint 100 meters of butterfly, walk 30-40 kilometers every day, only because the way of life has breath, clean and green food, optimism, stimulating the body by calibrately challenging it, not punishing it. Your exercise should be a celebration and never a punishment. Then adequate, meaningful rest. Sleeping at the right time. Even if you sleep at 2 a.m. for 12 hours, it will not help you. Because after 10 o'clock, the shift of the axis of the earth makes your body deplete energy at 10 times faster rate. So if you sleep by 10, 30, 11 and sleep for 7, 8 hours, your rejuvenation, your repair and regeneration of your being happens appropriately. The dying of the cell and the birthing of the cell, if they are simultaneous, you will not age. The lag is called aging. And before I show you the next video, which will really inspire you, we never grow old. When we stop growing, we become old. Let's not stop growing, my friends.
Who is 79, almost 80 years, is associated with Dr. Mickey Mehta for the last 2 decades. I have been following his tips on clean, green, healthy lifestyle. Dr. Mickey Mehta has been an inspiration for my good health, joy and happiness. Dr. Mehta is a role model and a benevolent and noble soul. Stay blessed, sir, always.
So, you could see this gentleman, he was just 1 month short of 80. This video was shot a year ago. Can you imagine? Imagine now your parents, your grandparents. Humans' destiny is not disease and death. Humans' destiny is celebration and joy. Celebrating the life forces, the earth, the fire, the air, the ether, the water. If these 5 elements within you are well stimulated and are in proportion, and the proportion comes from yoga. Now, what is the definition of yoga? Is yoga the circus, the acrobats which you see? No. Yoga is more a mental, spiritual application of becoming one and most comfortable in every posture that you do. Yoga is confluence of energies, the yin and the yang, the sun and the moon, the positive and the negative, hatha. Indians would identify with this. Yamuna comes from here, Ganga comes from here. They meet at a point in Prayagraj and Saraswati is born. Yoga births new realities, new cells every moment. Sitting and doing nothing is also yoga. Being in a bridge position is also yoga, because yoga is your sacred geometry becoming one with the geometry of the universe. So when you do a tree position, the attributes of a palm tree enter into you. When you are in a mountain position, you become as strong as a mountain. When you get into a snake position, you become as bright as a snake. When you get into a bow position, you become as supple as a bow and allow the arrow to hit the mark. So yoga is the only method of wellness. I will not say yoga is an exercise. Yoga is not an exercise. Yoga is a methodology of wellness which addresses your immunity, your digestion, elimination of toxins, diaphragmatic movement, most importantly, your renal functions, your liver management, your pancreas management. No exercise in the gym can address any of these, except for a better blood circulation, nothing else. And a good stamina, nothing else. Fitness can only give you strength, stamina, agility, and at best, baseline immunity. But yoga, homeopathy, Ayurveda, naturopathy can give you vision, can make you creative, can make you productive, can make you tenacious, can make you resilient. They build personalities. The diseases are seeded in the person, and the manifestation happens in the body. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mad, maya, matsara, pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth. These are the 7 sins which become your personality, and your personality translates into diseases. So homeopathy treats the person. Ayurveda, yoga also treats the person. And each time, as I said, you blow out, you literally blow out the potential diseases simmering into you. And each time you breathe in, you probably live 10 days longer. So keep breathing in, keep breathing out, keep eating clean, keep eating green. And do more yoga and less machines. Because working out with machines will make you a machine, right? Because there is only transaction happening, burning of calories. There is no intelligence unison happening there. So disease management doesn't happen with machines. Machines at best can burn your calories. Stop counting your calories. Stop counting your salaries. Stop counting your reps. Stop counting your steps. Stop being an accountant with your life. Stop counting, start living. If you stop counting and start living, the spirit inside will show you the infinity, the eternity of health and healing and wholeness. Because counting will take you only up to there, one position. My next video is about how one can be super fit at 60. This video is more about me showing off myself. So please enjoy this video. Let's sound higher. Let the sound be loud.
This is how I'm super fit, super sexy at plus 60. Creative workouts. Don't just lift weights. Lift your body, your mind, and your spirit too. Buildings are built. Humans are cultured, polished, sharpened. Be lean. Don't be mean. Plug out from the machine. Plug into your heart. Go green. HI workouts. It's not high intensity. HI stands for human intelligence. Workouts, when done creatively, make you super conscious. Routines are for animals and machines. Creative consciousness can transform, transfigure, transcend into dimensions. Workouts should move from activity to passivity. Oscillate. Find your center. Be balanced. Get anchored. Don't count your steps. Don't count your reps. Don't overdo. Don't push yourself. Workouts should be a celebration and never a punishment. So whether you're 16 or plus 60, you can always remain sexy. Refine your body. Refine your mind. Refine your spirit. The martial artist in me is still alive. Make your own being subservient to yourself. Once your body obeys, your mind will. Once your mind obeys, your spirit will. Super fitness specialized. At 60 plus, get Mickey Mac.
Okay, so how many of you want to be super fit at 60 plus and above? We have just begun. So salute to Dr. Mukesh Batra, he is my inspiration. And at 70 plus, just see the kinds of things he does. He writes books, he goes for photography tours, and he plays music, and he supports mankind with a lot of social service. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
ค่ะมีใครมีคำถามไหมคะ
Bus.
Ha, yeah.
Do you know, do you recommend any place for yoga, for wellness in Thailand?
Can you recommend any places of yoga in Thailand?
So, yoga in its most fundamental essence is not about postures. Postures are a small part, small a of yoga. If yoga is taught with philosophy, science, then yoga becomes healing and wholeness in nature. So I really don't know, but I know this lady Nene is learning yoga. This gentleman comes from the school of yoga, is having some schools. But from where we come, this is my 53rd year of practicing living yoga. And I've almost read every book under the sun. And I've written many books also. So yoga is a mother principle of prefrontal consonance, limbic resonance, sacred geometry, and confluence of energies. Yoga then comes to postures, and postures in poetry creates health inside you. The flora and fauna and fountains of health and energy are bursted open. You literally rediscover the energy never found earlier through yoga. You literally address every organ in your body, including mind. So yoga makes sure that both your nostrils are breathing together in tandem. Otherwise, humans breathe only through one nostril. Right in the morning and left more in the evening. And they keep switching every 40-45 minutes, which is Britishers had the periods of 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But each time when you breathe through both your nostrils, when you're reminded, your health is at the peak. And if you breathe through both your nostrils throughout 24 hours, you will never die. And you will understand the language of the world. And when you breathe through both the nostrils, the need for 22 breaths a minute will come down to 4 to 5 breaths a minute. And in 4 to 5 breaths a minute, you will understand the language of the stones, the birds, the bees, the mountains, the seas. You will have deep, profound perspectives of this universe. You will become the immeasurable potential of all that was, is, and will be.
Thank you very much. Well, many of my friends, when they are young, they have been doing a lot of exercise. So you call machine exercise. But what about those people who are over 70 or who are over 80 and they would like to learn yoga? Would it be too late for them or any benefit learning yoga when they get that old?
So at the age of 90, when people are bedridden, in my experience, with 3 years of subtle yoga, we brought them out of the bed and made them walk 3 kilometers every day. Within 3 years. Till the time the breath is there is opportunity to bring the person out of the dumps of the diseases. The chances may be minimalistic, but however the chances still prevail. Don't give up on your beloved till the time they are breathing. Even if they are on 95% ventilator and 5% we've done in ICUs, craniosacral stimulation, lymphatic drain, acupressure, diaphragmatic compressions, singing to them, hugging them, kissing them, talking to them as if they are alive, and giving them commands to come out, and we've saved some. Any questions?
มีคำถามเพิ่มเติมไหมคะ
Okay, so I will
give summarize in Thai for the audience.
before that,
Yep,
just
sure.
so my last commandments, 10 commandments of wellness. So commandment number 1, let wellness be the religion number 1, because religions divide and wellness unites. Commandment number 2, join Mickey Mehta's wellness revolution for human evolution, not to lose weight from the stomach or from your buttocks. Commandment number 3, the best exercise for strong biceps is to uplift the poor. Commandment number 4, the best exercise for strong shoulders is to take responsibility of the underprivileged. Commandment number 5, best exercise for strong legs is to be rooted in humility, to be better rooted in humanity. Commandment number 6, sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself and wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. And then you can get energized, maximized, optimized, naturalized, internalized, eternalized, revolutionized, evolutionized, regularized, revitalized, humanized, immunized. With the Bangkok Wellness Expo, mesmerized. With Dr. Mukesh Batra and Mickey Mehta, everyone gets Mickey-mized. Thank you.
ค่ะขอบคุณดรมิกกี้นะคะก็ขอสรุปสั้นๆนะคะจริงๆสิ่งที่ดรมิกกี้ให้กับเราวันนี้เยอะมากเลยนะคะก็ก่อนอื่นเลยก็คือดรมิกกี้นะคะบอกว่าโยคะเนี่ยนะคะไม่ใช่เป็นแค่การออกกำลังกายนะคะแต่เป็นศาสตร์ในการใช้ชีวิตนะคะแล้วก็เป็นศาสตร์ที่สามารถเป็นการรักษาสุขภาพแบบองค์รวมให้เราด้วยนะคะสิ่งที่สำคัญมากที่คนทุกคนรวมทั้งคนไทยเนี่ยนะคะลืมกันไปเนี่ยก็คือเรื่องของการหายใจนะคะการหายใจเนี่ยเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญวันที่เราเกิดมาแล้ววันที่ตายเนี่ยก็คือเป็นวันที่เราหายใจครั้งแรกกับครั้งสุดท้ายนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นดรมิกกี้เลยบอกว่าอยากจะให้ทุกคนเนี่ยหายใจเข้าลึกๆนะคะหายใจเข้าลึกๆทุกวันเวลาเราหายใจเข้าเนี่ยพลังของไลฟ์ฟอร์สพลังของการใช้พลังของการหายใจพลังของออกซิเจนเนี่ยจะช่วยเราในการสร้างอิมมูนิตี้นะคะส่วนเวลาเราหายใจออกค่ะก็ให้หายใจออกสิ่งที่ไม่ดีสิ่งที่มันสามารถทำร้ายสุขภาพของเราซึ่งก็เป็นการใช้กับกำหนดจิตให้เราอยู่กับตัวเราเองมากขึ้นด้วยนะคะสิ่งสำคัญที่2คือความว่างเปล่าค่ะเพราะว่าปัจจุบันนี้คนเรานะคะก็มีสิ่งว้าวุ่นใจและกายตลอดเวลานะคะทุกคนก็มีการงานมีเป้าหมายของชีวิตนะคะบางครั้งเนี่ยก็อาจจะทำให้เราคิดมากเกินไปทำให้เรามีความเครียดก็อยากจะให้กลับมาอยู่กับตัวเราแล้วก็ใช้ความว่างเปล่าเวลาเงียบๆนะคะดูใจดูตัวเราเองนะคะใช้ชีวิตไปกับธรรมชาตินะคะยิ้มให้กับอุปสรรคทุกอย่างนะคะแล้วก็ตื่นมายินดีและขอบคุณพระเจ้าที่ให้ลมหายใจกับเราทุกเช้าในการใช้ชีวิตของเรานะคะเสร็จแล้วท่านมิกกี้ก็บอกว่ามีสิ่ง3ประการนะคะที่เป็นอินดิเคเตอร์ว่าเราเป็นคนมีสุขภาพแข็งแรงนะวันนี้นะคะคือตื่นมาเรารู้สึกกระฉับกระเฉงนะคะอยากใช้ชีวิตให้กับโลกและก็ครอบครัวของเรานะคะแล้วก็อยากทานอาหารอร่อยอาหารดีเพื่อสุขภาพนะคะแล้วก็การนอนหลับที่ดีนะคะอันนี้เป็นสิ่ง3ประการนะคะที่เป็นการบ่งชี้ว่าท่านกำลังมีสุขภาพที่แข็งแรงนะคะแล้วก็สุดท้ายนะคะก็สั้นๆก็คือท่านบอกว่า ปัจจุบันเนี่ยมนุษย์เราเนี่ยก็ออกกำลังกายกับโลกฟิตเนสนะคะอยู่กับแมชชีนโยคะเนี่ยจะทำให้คุณเนี่ยออกมาจากออกมาใช้ชีวิตกับธรรมชาติให้มากขึ้นนะคะแล้วก็เลิกนับก้าวนะคะเลิกนับแคลอรี่นับอาหารที่กินนะคะเหมือนกับการใช้ชีวิตแบบนักบัญชีนะคะเราควรจะใช้ชีวิตโดยการเริ่มใช้ชีวิตกับมันค่ะอยู่กับจักรวาลนะคะใช้ชีวิตให้มีความสุขนะคะแล้วจักรวาลจะมอบสิ่งดีๆความสุขและสุขภาพที่ดีให้กับทุกคนที่สิ่งต่างๆที่คนใฝ่หานะคะแล้วสุดท้ายก็คือคุณเป็นคุณหมอที่ดีที่สุดนะคะทุกคนนะคะไม่ว่าโรคอะไรก็ตามนะคะอย่าหมดหวังให้กับโรคนั้นนะคะตราบใดที่เรายังมีลมหายใจนะคะทุกคนสามารถพ้นอุปสรรคไปได้ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ